So there I was, just filming some regular street shots in the middle of London.
Can you stop filming? Can you give me the reason why you're filming? No, why you are filming? No, I'm asking.
You can't assault me.
No, I'm not insulting. I'm not assaulting you. I'm not assaulting you. Just tell me. No, I'm not hitting your camera.
Take pictures of
So,
people.
can you tell me why you're filming?
permission.
Can you tell me why you're filming here in Upper Street? Give me a good reason.
So, what is the law on filming in public? I went to see John Toner of the National Union of Journalists to see if he could tell me.
If you're on public land, filming in a public space, there is no law to prevent you either taking still pictures or moving images.
I have the right to film.
Give me your ID first.
I don't even need to be a professional. I have the right to film here.
No filming. Good the reason why you're filming all around. Okay.
I have a right to film here.
Okay.
You need to know the law better.
Good for you. Show me your ID.
You're not obliged to stop filming in a public street unless you're committing some other offence. Taking pictures using film, video, is not in itself an offence.
Under what law are you asking me for my ID because I'm filming?
Suspicious behavior.
So why am I suspicious? Under what law?
Yeah. Or filming around. You give me a good reason why you're filming around.
You give me a good reason that I can't.
Yeah.
You tell me what law
in a
says
public
I can. Yeah, in a public place.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to film where I want.
Yeah, you can allow, but no, you're not a tourist, and there is a reason why you're filming
I'm
around.
allowed to film where I want. This is a free country.
At least it used to be a free country. Simon Taylor, a keen photographer, started an online petition at the 10 Downing Street website. The petition asked the Prime Minister to stop proposed restrictions on taking pictures in public places. I asked Simon why he was fighting possible restrictions.
If you live in the UK, I imagine you choose to live here because of the freedom that we generally have in the UK, and I think it's an erosion of our freedoms. It's partly the thin end of the wedge, so we have to stop it before it starts.
Simon's petition struck a nerve with the British people. For a few weeks, it pinged manically around the internet.
Well, it went kind of crazy very, very quickly, and we ended up with, I think, about 69,500 in the end. It was the top one on the number 10 website for a while. I'm still getting emails asking me opinions or questions. I have to be very careful and say, look, I'm not a lawyer. If you want to get advice, then get advice.
Recall the petition claimed that the government was preparing to introduce legislation which would restrict the use of photography in the streets. There is no substance to that, and in fact the originator of the petition, as I understand it, went on record to say that people had misunderstood what he was saying, and he acknowledged that there was no foundation in that.
People were thinking that I'd suggested that the government were proposing these restriction lists. Now, the government themselves aren't proposing restrictions, but local councils can actually say, because they own the park, so effectively that's council property, so technically it could be classed as private property. If you're going to take pictures from a railway station, that is private property. You would have to ask the permission of the owner. If I'm going to go inside the building and take pictures, I should ask permission of the owner, a shopping mall. But in the street, anywhere that is deemed a public thoroughfare, public place, it's absolutely fine.
I know the law.
Yeah, good for you. So good for you.
You do not have a right to come up and start pushing my camera.
I'm not pushing you.
You did.
Shut up.
And the camera's on. What?
Shut up.
Now, anyone in a public place in British law has the possibility of being photographed, like we are with a CCTV camera right now.
And that's the thing, isn't it? There are cameras watching us everywhere in the UK. If they're watching us, can't we watch back? Why should we, the citizens, not be allowed to film when we're being filmed all the time?
So give it a wave. Yeah.
Eventually, these guys decided they'd supported the community enough for one day, but not before they'd made it perfectly clear that there was a lot of confusion in this subject, even in the minds of the authorities.
Yeah, and isn't it funny that when something happens, like the tube bombings a few years ago, the police put out a thing saying, well, if you've taken any pictures, if you've got any video, which will be from railway stations, which you're not actually entitled to do, can we have your pictures, please? So, yeah, we're at cross purposes somewhere, I think.
We agreed media guidelines with the Metropolitan Police in January 2006, and the hope is that in the long term, we will see a reduction in interference with photographers as a result of police adhering to those guidelines. But of course, it is going to take time for the individual officers in the street to understand and operate the guidelines.
So even though Simon's petition got it a little wrong, the response to it makes clear that there's a lot of fear and even some real anger out there about who gets to watch who in the UK. I wondered whether Simon regretted having posted the petition in the first place.
In the heat of the moment, maybe I could have been a bit more careful with the wording. There was no malice meant, but what I was trying to do was raise awareness of our right to take pictures in a public place. That's the foundation of what I was doing, and I think it's been very successful. It's got lots of people discussing it for the right or wrong reasons, but it's raised the discussion, raised the awareness, and we're talking about it today. I think that's great.